Halo guys, kembali lagi bersama saya di channel Muhammad Ridwan Hardiansyah. Pada video ini saya akan membahas perjalanan Timnas Indonesia MLBB di IESF World Championship dari babak playoff hingga menjadi juara. Selamat menonton.
Or maybe Indonesia have done their research onto how Philippines likes to play with the lead. They take another step ahead, and they think 2 steps ahead of Indonesia. Right now, again, it's going to be Divine Judgment coming in, but it's all onto the frontliners with a lot of the resources burnt out. It's going to be Saykots who jumps in and finishes off Soriano in the back lines, splitting Philippines in 2. Imam now flickering out, getting to safety, but all that was for the Lord. It's a 2-for-1 in the only losing that tier 2 in the mid lane for now. But Branz is going to be zoned away from that mid lane. Philippines looking for that, but look at Saykots with the petrify. He's able to find 2 on the flanks. Saykots absolutely massive as his engage has started a war that Indonesia can finally win here in this game.
Philippines need to identify the right moment and then adjust accordingly. Do they want to go and fight after the Black Dragon form is down, or do they want to just stall?
Villaluna with that circling eagle over to Branz, but it's going to be baited in with the cold ultra placed as well. Soriano targeted by the flanks, and that's going to be Tazz who picks up the Beatrix. Soriano taken down, Branz in the midst of it all, still life stealing with his fire. Branz is massive. He is an absolute beast as he wins the battle for Indonesia. It's a 4-0 trade. Indonesia with a comeback here with the tides turned completely. Only Villaluna left to defend with the mini wave crashing in. Villaluna going to be brought back by the Shadow Stampede. Villaluna outside of the base, and Indonesia with the Divine Judgment onto Villaluna will go for the base to pick up the first game of the series. Oh, that's going to be the flicker over to Divine Judgment as well to find Del Rosario. The true damage does its work. Branz picks up the kill. Dapadap trying to look for a re-engage now, but only taunting Tazz. Look at the poke put down by Branz. Dream's going to be in the midst of it all right now, as he is going to be able to dish out some damage to zone the other members away. Dream still there with Saykots from Saykots with a petrify to find Soriano, and the furious dive to get Imam low under the tier 1. Gunned down by Branz. Philippines with a very similar flanking position here to look for something, but it's going to be a concealed play from Indonesia. And oh my god, Dream finds the Divine Judgment onto the best possible target. Soriano's out. Dapadap has to flicker out, but Saykots chases him down with a passive. Dapadap still surviving here. Only 1 member taken down, but that might just be the member that Indonesia needs to pick up some more base turrets. That high ground control is no longer available for Soriano. Dapadap trying to go in for some damage right there, but it's actually going to be petrified from Imam. He's going to be taken down. The wild charge in desperation. Villaluna in the back has to back off. It's an absolutely insane game and an insane performance from Indonesia as they knock Philippines down to the lower brackets.
How? What? Oh my, we have no words left right now. How was that possible? That is
because Tazz has had such a good time around the map, just getting kills and getting the snowball rolling, he can start to melt these tanks down. Saykots up top waiting in the bush, jumps in with the bravest fighter, forces the go away before the fight even starts. Erwin is forced to use the perfect match now as Saykots gets caught, but he baits enough of the resources out. One frontliner for another. Erwin for Saykots as Indonesia looks for the re-engage, and Tazz is a monster. Jumps in like it's nothing, jumps out like it's nothing.
How is he able to maneuver like in curves on a fanny? Usually we see linear movement with the cables, but this man, he is drifting right now.
It does feel like he's drifting, you know, he's playing those cables
to get a catch, but they need to make the proactive movement. They can't wait for Indonesia to go in like this.
Well, the call ultras there. Erwin gets baited in by Tazz with the cables. Meteoro falls as well as that Saykots who finds the double. Branz
but they're going again.
Papa Dog looking for the play, but it is just going to give Branz enough weakness points to pop that crossbow of Tang. Erwin low, forced to recall, and Indonesia are looking for the end. 2-0. Saykots jumps in again with that signature petrify on 3. Finds a double before they end the game. 2-0. Indonesia will meet a lot. OP
Saykots
trying his best to look for it. Saykots tries to cut the wave there, but it's not going to be able to happen. T gets a divine judgment, but Saykots once again is going to be able to jump in. With a nature popped in by OP, who's going to be massive here. Has a lot of room to play with. Boom jumps in. Branz gets stunned, but has the Win a nature. OP still in the back line, still hitting. Has it, having the crossbow attack. Will try his best to look for all the weakness points, but it's going to be reset once again as Tazz finds a shutdown onto Lutu. Cambodia on the back foot. 2 members alive for Indonesia. Is
goes towards the mid game. They need to understand that Cambodia will start grouping up with each other, and they need to make plays as 5 as a top side. Though Branz make a play.
Wow, Branz instantly just jumps in. 2v1, doesn't even need the help of Tazz. A good read by
real world manipulation to just screw over your chances of having that impact in those team fight, and Indonesia is absolutely abusing it.
Tazz finding a good pin down onto Boom with the help of the real world manipulation, but the call altar is placed down there, only for him to get silenced as that's OP again in the back line. It's taken so low, but a passive from Saykots. Branz picks up a mega kill, and it's a 2-4-0. Indonesia in that skirmish finding everything they need to look for the end right now. Deja looking for it. OP going to be taken very low, taken down by Tazz as he jumps forward with retribution as well. T bursted down, and the base is wide open in 10 minutes. Indonesia equalize.
Wow. All the fighters, all the is making Cambodia pay for that lower take. They're going for the play.
The damage onto OP with the real world manipulation, forcing the flicker out. Lutu trying to cancel it out, but will lose his life in the process right now as everybody goes for the base, and it might just be it. Indonesia manages to come back, reverse sweeping Cambodia, and going to the Rosario with Philippines looking for it. Tazz goes in for the heavy spin, but will be stunned up. Dreams now in the back, not going to be able to find anything, but it's going to be Saykots who finds the Petrify. It's another Petrify for the bottom. Now in a 1v5, it's Saykots who's going to be taken down. Both the XP laners falling down. Del Rosario going to be there in the front, but it's an amazing hook over from the side of Dreams. Del Rosario taken very low. The damage coming in to support that, but it will
get out some fights. Hijume has the Ice Queen's wand, so if the Filipinos miss position, the Indonesians can definitely capitalize unless Hijume almost gets taken out, and now the Indonesians pop the Black Dragon for him.
Del Rosario on the flank right now, jumping in, looking for the steal. Hijume finds it, secures it for Indonesia as Villa Luna's Lumina Blast is going to be cancelled out. Del Rosario falling. Indonesia turning the game, coming in from the Lord. Immortality popped in. Branz dodging away from Feather Airstrike. Del Rosario looking for the flanks right now. Is activating the heavy spin. And that's the Lord secured by Indonesia. Lumina Blast by Villa Luna. Cancelled out by Tazz. Soriano massive in the back line. Still able to find Saykots. Both teams, again, just trading Dreams with the concealed play. Looking for a hook. Del Rosario and the rest of the Philippines will be able to play.
From the Indonesians, knowing that the pad-up is on the other side of the map, they go for that Lord play, and they were able to catch the Filipinos off guard. And now,
look at a hook! Hijume with the help of Branz, snipes them down! The bottom onto the back line, doing a whole lot of damage. The Beard's back in from Branz, spraying them down with the help of the real world manipulation. Hijume takes them down. It's a 3-4-0 for Indonesia. Del Rosario, the appraiser's wrath, 1v3, taunting Dreams up, but Branz will be able to melt him down. Soriano tagged down. It's a triple kill for Branz, and it's match point for Indonesia.
What a fight! Every time they figure out that the fight is on, they can just go and they can catch the members of the Philippines, but it's a reverse this time.
That's the Divine Judgment. Tazz instantly bursted down. The real world manipulation not finding the range, but Saykots finds the Petrify. On to 3. It's a 1-for-1 now. Indonesia able to find one more. Jumps in, almost finding more, but it's a beautiful disengage from Phil. That's the downside of not having a flicker. That's the downside of going for something like a Petrify. You're technically a glass cannon. You cannot take those crazy engages that the Philippines have been able to force. But now, again, it's been the real world manipulation. The bottom again on the back line, jumping in, doing so much. The bottom finding it, and the retribution goes towards the mid laner for Indonesia. Soriano on the back line, still able to dish out so much damage, picking up versus the world in the back line. It's gonna be Mom falling. Del Rosario trying to save the game with the bot up as well. They're looking for it. The bot up jumps in. Tazz gonna be able to dish out some damage as Branz goes into the mid lane, clearing the base turret up. The bottom with the bravest fighter again, saving the game for Philippines and taking Tazz down for a double kill.
all ends up in a 3-4-3 for both these teams, but the Indonesians have taken all the base turrets from the Filipinos, and it looks like they have the advantage here. Dash timers though, 37 seconds on Tazz, 25 seconds on Hijume right now. The Filipinos have a window where they have more members, but just take a look at that previous fight. Look at the engage. It just starts everything out for the very, very careful. And it seems like the Filipinos are not going down without a fight.
Del Rosario opening up this the fight. The bottom jumps in towards Branz. Finds the kill with Del Rosario. The back line going to be taken down, but Dreams finds the same on the Soriano. The bottom is massive. Jumps in, picks up a legendary. It's a 1-for-2. Divine Judgment over to Saykots right now. The bottom is going to be able to flicker out. Saykots jumping with Dreams. Now, the bottom in the midst of it all going to be taken down for the decimation. Imam still clearing out the waves, and it feels like Indonesia will still have more pressure to play with around the Lord. Luna looking to play right now, jumping in again, gonna be knocked up. The Lord completely ignored by Indonesia. Furious dive by Saykots. The retribution battle. Del Rosario coming in. Luna with the steal. Still, Philippines are in this game.
Dreams already waiting for an opportunity, but look at this kite back. Look at this chase.
Immortality gonna be popped in. That's Saykots again, looking for the back line. Soriano gonna be petrified, still able to run away right now, but it's gonna be Soriano who's gonna take him down. Dreams picking up an unstoppable. Del Rosario going back again to save his back line, but Dreams will not fall. It's a 2-0. Indonesia now looking for the end.
48 seconds for Soriano to spawn in their favor, making it such a headache for the Filipinos.
This is the advantage you have when you get that base turret in that top lane. Those side lanes are constantly pushing in. Saykots now looking at the opening right now with the help of Tazz. Going to be helped with the Divine Judgment. Del Rosario, security ball lord. Soriano's able to kite back. Flickers out. Dreams and Saykots baited. And now it's the pot up who jumps in. Luna soaking a whole lot of damage right now. Soriano backs away. Luna losing the immortality as he's going to be dove on. He's going to be taken down. For that, but going to be knocked up. Now is the real world manipulation by Hijume. Going into the back line. Soriano losing immortality. Going to be taken down as well by Dreams. Imam now going to be targeted by Saykots, who jumps in with the fierce dive, who jumps in with the damage. Imam with the feather airstrike, losing the immortality. Del Rosario needs to help him out, but he can't do it. The winner truncheon was baited out. Indonesia with a 4-man advantage.
There was alone right here. There's 1 million he can clear, but the next wave is coming out, Mirko. It seems like it is the end.
On this day, a revolution begun. The monarchs have fallen, and Indonesia have won your IESF 2022 MLBB World Champions.
Terima kasih telah menonton video ini. Semoga kita semua diberi kesehatan selalu. Jangan lupa like, share, dan subscribe. Berikan juga komen, masukan, kritik maupun saran agar channel ini semakin berkembang. Sampai jumpa di konten berikutnya.